The Moto G Stylus. Let's take a look. I will say this about the phone. It's a nice size phone, 6.4 inch screen I do believe. The phone can be very slippery, at least for me, so you want to get yourself a case. So Motorola calls this Mystic Blue, as you see here. Let me turn off the speakers here. It has the LED on it. But you can see in the light, I think you can anyway, the nice shade of blue there and the different lighting is very, very, very nice in my opinion. Even with the rubber case on it. And by the way, without the case, this phone is a fingerprint magnet. Even with the case on, you can still see the shade of blue there. So very nice color for the back of the phone. I believe it only comes in one color. So the standard Motorola fingerprint sensor, it is very, very responsive. So let me go ahead and shut the screen off. I'm going to hit the fingerprint scanner now, and boom, there it is. So, all right, off, fingerprint, and there we go, super responsive. All right, so the back of the phone, we have a 48 megapixel main camera. We have a 16 megapixel action cam. And we have a 2 megapixel macro camera for photos. Also, it's for extreme close-ups. It's probably something I will never use. The action cam feature is kind of cool. What that does, it allows you to take landscape video. Normally, you would hold the phone with two hands, right? In this case, with the action cam, I could hold the phone vertically and take video as if I was holding the phone like this, but I hold the phone vertically to take the action cam video 1080p up to 60 frames per second. In fact, let me show you a sample of the video I took while driving the car just a few days ago.
Season picks up.
Stone reporting, well, federal health officials have reached an agreement with pharmacies across the United States to distribute free coronavirus vaccines after they're approved for the general public. Dr. Anthony.
Not bad, in my opinion. All right, let's keep on looking at the phone here. At the bottom you have a USB-C port. Now the phone will support turbo charging. It does not come with a turbo charger. I believe it's a fast charging 10 watt. I do have a Motorola turbo charger and the phone will support turbo, but keep in mind that it is fast charging charger included only. It does have a headphone jack, as you see here. Imagine that. Stereo speakers. Motorola has the best sounding phones for the money. You have a speaker here at the bottom, and the headpiece at the top also doubles as the second speaker with Dolby Audio. Now I compared the sound quality of this to a $1,000 plus Galaxy phone cranked up all the way. I gotta tell you, there was no difference between that $1,000 plus phone and this $200 plus phone. In fact, I thought mine was better. Maybe not better, but I thought mine was just a little bit louder, but not bad. A $200 plus phone up against a $1,000 plus Galaxy phone. Sound-wise, I thought the sound quality was very, very close. If not, this was just a little bit louder. It does have a 6.4 inch screen. For my fairly large hands, I think that is perfect. The screen itself is LCD, so at this price point, you won't get an AMOLED screen. So the colors don't pop out with this. It's perfectly fine for what it does. And I can tell you, outside, outdoors, in sunlight, the phone is plenty bright. You should not have any problems viewing this outdoors. The phone has what they call Moto Gestures, for example, karate chop, and the flashlight on, karate chop off. If I twist, I have now can turn on the camera app. Now it says which app do I want to use. I can use the built-in app, or I downloaded an app called Open Camera. So I'll just use the built-in camera app. And there you go. So I just chose to open it always with the built-in camera app. So if I twist again, and the camera app automatically comes on. So very nice. 128 gigabytes of internal storage. Now, if you don't need 128 gigs and you don't need the stylus, which I will show you here in a second, a better deal might be the Moto G Power, which last I checked is less than $200 for a 5,000 milliamp battery built in on the phone. That will last you 3 days. This has a 4,000 milliamp battery, and I can get 2 days with this new problem. With the 5,000 milliamp battery, it should last you 3 days or more, no problem. So let's take a look at a function of one of the features of the camera is called Cutout Mode, and let's take a look at that photo. I photoshopped my way in Miami Beach. So that's one of the functions that you can do with this phone. The big seller for this, one of the key features, is the stylus. Now it's at the bottom right. Now the one nice thing about the stylus function here, I pull this out, and as you can see, it automatically opens up the note-taking app, so you can start jotting notes down. Now it doesn't unlock the phone, it just unlocks the app to take a quick note. And once I put this back in, now this only goes in one way, so don't force it. Once I put it back in, the phone locks automatically. So if I can get to it here, pull it out, open the app, stylus back in, and it locks the phone. Very nice. You know, I don't know how often I will use the stylus, but the one thing I thought about the stylus, if I use the stylus more, won't I have less smudges on the screen? Just a thought. So yeah, maybe I may use the stylus a little bit more than I thought that I would. But I chose this phone over the Moto G Power mainly because I never had a stylus before. So I thought, maybe it's time to try something new. And having double the amount of internal storage, I think, is important because this will take 4K videos. If you take a lot of 4K videos, or even some 4K videos, you would eat up a lot of internal storage. If you don't, then maybe the Moto G Power is for you to add an extra day of battery life at less cost. But this does have better cameras overall. So this is my #1 pick for the best budget smartphone for 2020. If you wanted to save yourself an extra 20 bucks or so, consider going with the Moto G Power. Both phones are excellent, but my personal favorite for 2020 is the Moto G Stylus. I'll have links for both phones, Amazon affiliate links below in the show notes. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any more questions about the phone, let me know and I will do my best to answer your questions. So, hey, it's almost Thanksgiving, so why not buy yourself a nice gift? Buy yourself the Moto G Stylus.